I appreciate that, but I'm going to take a few questions from the reporters, and then we're going to hit the road.
Mr. Vice President, John Kostick from News 5 in Cleveland. President Trump outlined the framework of a future deal on Greenland yesterday. NATO this morning, however, said the Secretary General did not propose any compromise on sovereignty. What's your understanding of what is in this plan, and would you stand for something that did not include ownership even beyond where the bases are located?
So John, first of all, it's good to see you again. John is, this is going to ruin his reputation among his liberal media peers, but John is one of my favorite journalists in the state of Ohio. He's a great TV journalist from Cleveland. And I used to joke with John that if he ran for high office, maybe back in 2012, 2013, he would have won because his name is almost exactly the same as John Kasich. And that if he ran in 2024, he would have got his ass kicked. So it's amazing how things change, John. But I see you're still doing great things on Greenland. First of all, we're here to talk about the great American comeback. And that's what the president is focused on. That's why the president went to Davos. You know why? Because he wants more investment from all over the world in the United States of America. You'll hear this number thrown out, $18 trillion of new investment. You know what that means? That means new factories, that means new plants, that means new oil refineries and new energy facilities in the United States of America. Because for so long, our government had the policy that we were going to invest in other countries. No. We want other countries to invest right here in the United States of America, and that's why the president went to Davos, to say that America is open for business, but America is open for business so long as you're building right here in Toledo and all across our great country. That is the message. Now on Greenland, simple fact is Greenland matters to American national security because our entire missile defense relies on security in the Arctic. This is something the media who's obsessed with Greenland, they completely forget why Greenland matters. What if, God forbid, I'm not saying it's going to happen anytime soon, but what if a foreign country launched a missile at the United States of America? We would need control over the Arctic in order to shoot that missile down. Our entire missile defense system depends on that Arctic security. Meanwhile, the Chinese and the Russians and even the Danes who control Greenland admit that they want to control that facility. They want to control that island, that landmass. That would make us weaker. That would make our country more endangered. That would mean that if the president is negotiating with a foreign leader, he would have less leverage because they would be able to realistically threaten the sovereignty and the territorial safety of the United States of America. We're not going to let that happen. The negotiations with NATO are going fine. I believe, having seen this for the past year, that when the president sets his mind to accomplish something in negotiation, he accomplishes it. And fundamentally, NATO and the Danes and everybody else have to recognize the simple fact that this matters, not just to American security, but to world security. So we're going to keep on trying to make sure that we secure that landmass so that we can protect the American people as we've done and will continue to do. Thank you. Whoever's next. The lights are very bright, so I can't see, but whoever's got the microphone, just shout out a question.
Mr. Vice